Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is the middle of August. Hey, I know what month it is finally. How is everybody? Awesome, that's really good to hear. Alright, so today we do have a little haul. There is some Q&A, not a lot, y'all. I like it when y'all ask me questions. So don't be afraid to throw questions at me. Yeah, throw some questions my way. But we've got Q&A, we've got a little bit of haul. We've also got new whip rotation plans and things like that, which I'd sort of hinted at last week and I kind of worked out this week. And I'll talk about how that's going for me so far. If you have not registered for the Oz Convention, you still can, ozconvention.org. Once you register, up at the top there's a little like sort of 3-line thing you can tap on, and that'll bring up the different days, and then once you click on your day and time, you can view all the panels that were in that time frame. Stitching in Oz went live a couple hours ago, so feel free to check that one on out. There's been some really fun stuff, so yeah, I highly recommend checking that out. Alright, so diving right on in to the Q&A. Okay, so I loaded this up earlier, and it's like oh, there we go. Ha 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 ha, ta-da. Okay. Let's see. Mandy Parker asks, are you going to sparkle up the ruby slippers in Dorothy's Discovery? The answer is, of course, yes. Emerald City will be sparkly too. I'm gonna look at it. I have a feeling, while I would like to use the silver shoes from the book, I have a feeling with the fabric choice that I've got, I'm gonna have to go with ruby for it. So, but we'll see. I've got a little bit before I'm gonna get to the shoes. And that was it for the Q&A. So like I said, please don't be afraid to ask me questions, because that sort of helps figure out what's helps make my videos a little longer. Katie and I are in discussions to start to get episode 3 together for y'all. So it's just been a little nuts. As I'm sure y'all know, she has 2 kids. I'm also married to a teacher. So things are a little crazy and stressful right now. So we are still going to do an episode 3. We just have to coordinate everything to make that work. So, never fear. Alright, so, my little bit of haul is my nest egg from 3 Owl Threads. So I got my 4 Krynics. I'm not sure which colors these are, but they're pretty and sort of Christmassy. Daddy! So this one here that's showing up orange is actually more of a pink with gold than an orange. But it's kind of showing up as orange. And then we've got a gold, we've got a green with some gold to it, and a silver. And then we have my Gentle Arts wools. So we've got Grecian gold, gold leaf, and green tea. And it's interesting how Grecian gold is actually more green. Then driftwood is the last of the letter D's. Then French lilac, garden gate, and ginger snap. And I need garden gate to go in Dorothy's Discovery, so while I'm thinking about it, we're going to put it in. Because as sure as I don't, I will forget. Where is it? There we go. Okay. So, as I said last week, and earlier, I was looking for, I was going to do a little bit of shake-up to it. To my rotation. Things have been hectic for me, and I haven't really been able to fully commit to Magical Stitches as an admin the way I wanted to, and the prompts were getting harder and harder for me to fit correctly. So I am dropping Magical Stitches for the year. Vicky already knows that she made an announcement in Wilderness Lodge. And instead, mildly inspired by Michelle Bindi, I went back to the decision wheel with some different plans this time than I did the last time. Because one of the things I really liked with Magical Stitches was basically changing projects about every day or so. So, weekends are going to be for stitch-alongs, because that's usually when I get my longest time to stitch in during a day. So, stitch-alongs on the weekends. Yesterday was the exception, but I'll explain why. And then I picked 10 projects that aren't SALs. So my SALs are Every Season, Chinese Zodiac, and Frankenstein. So, rotate through those. So those will be my weekend stitches. Then I picked 10 projects, because realistically, there's at least 20 weekdays during every month. So if I pick 10, then it means each project's going to get touched at least twice, because I'm going to do essentially a day on each. And then rotate again. So the wheel decides for me, and then we start the wheel over again. So that sort of at least gets me going there. So far I've been fairly successful. I didn't actually start it until Thursday this week. Because I was catching up on Frosted Pumpkin. So Sunday, of course, I worked on Every Season. So that's where I got on it. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, so we'll dive on in today. We were watching something, I think, that got me sucked in. It was one of those sorts of days. Alright, then Monday through Wednesday I worked on Chinese Zodiac to finish up part 4, I should say. So we're now halfway done. They did release the new part on Friday afternoon, but I did not work on it yesterday. So there it is. And here's a close-up on the purple fan, which I thought was really pretty. So this month has, I think, the monkey and the ram/sheep and the horse. It's definitely the monkey and the other. Okay. Then the wheel spun, and so I'll show you. You're gonna. Well, at work I was working on Frankenstein this week. I lost a day. We had a weird situation, so one day none of us got lunch. Or we got lunch, but we didn't get a lunch hour. So I would have actually finished the top part of the outer border, but I lost a day. So here's where I'm at on it. Just that little bit left on the top, and then I'll do the bottom down here. And then we'll be all ready for the 29th. Then, so what I'll show you first is the ones that I worked on this week, and then I'll show you what's the rest of the rotation. So the first spin of the wheel got me the bead and stitch kit. So I finished out, the house is all stitched, the path is all stitched, and then I've started on the greenery. So I think, looking at it, because here's the full thing. This came from Susan Kruger. It was when she was destashing. Because a lot of the green is beads. So I think probably, definitely not the next time out. I think I've probably got 3 more sessions and it'll be done. Alright. Then I worked on Weasley Twins, and I got a page finish on Friday. That was exciting. So, there's Fred. This is on Spellbook from Color and Cotton, and the design is from Mandarinks Designs. So, we'll work our way. The next page is going to be down here. So, I'm going to work and finish Fred, and then move my way over to George. Okay, so then the wheel actually spun Alice, but last night I ended up going to the Oz Convention's virtual Zoom, and I didn't have it didn't really need, my tablet wasn't charged enough to use it, so I ended up needing something that was on paper. So instead I worked more on Dorothy's Discovery. I didn't get a whole lot done. I did a lot more talking than I did anything. But I got a little bit more of her dress, I got started on her leg, and I got part of the word. So. Pretty. Alright. So, the rest of the rotation is my Mary Englebright kit. Which is this one here. So, and that's the top part. So not a lot has been done on it, but I'm looking forward to touching it. All right, then Alice from Satsuma Street. That's where I'm at on it. Alright. Adventure awaits. Because I do dig it. Black Cat Hollow. Now, this next one is the one that I may break the rule a little bit on because it's easier most of the time to just work on it till it's done. Its section is done. But, Fairy Tale Favorites. Universal Monsters. And finally, Alforest's Atlantis. I will say it is kind of nice because I've gotten to the top and the bottom of the full design, so it's nice that I know it does fit. Alright. And that, as they say, is that. So, that is the rotation. That is the current plan for everything. We're going to go work on... Actually, while I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'll go ahead and prep my Q-Snap. So we're going to be working on every season today. See how far we get on it. This one's got a lot more solid fill to it in that sky than really either of the 2 months prior to it. But it's so pretty. Anyhow, that's kind of it. Don't forget, I do love the Q&A. Throw it down at me. And we'll see you next time. So I hope everyone has a great week. And bye, everybody.